Welcome back. That's foreboding. I've never had this happen before. I might have to start over. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was about. So I'm sort of working with a new graphics card. It's a Radeon 7900 XTX. Mixed impressions so far. And I don't know how much of it is purely the drive. Oh, there's the gargoyle jumping down. Driver issues, which AMD is known for having. When the card works, it works great. But, my main thing was I was trying to... Okay, I can tank that. That's good. I was trying to get it for video editing, which... When it works, it works. So it's been interesting. I'm hoping, I'm willing to do the work, so to speak. I was too early. I don't mind tinkering, looking up, troubleshooting. I don't mind any of that, because I have like I have a work from home situation at the moment. My own tech support most of the time. Not a big deal, but it is interesting, some of the weird things that I've encountered since switching away from Team Green. And I, again, like I gotta say, I was kind of excited to try something a little different. And I also gotta say, like, I wasn't looking to drop the 40-90 kind of prices for. And I was trying to get as much video RAM as possible. That was one of the things I was curious about. All right, so trying to do my best to. I think I'm gonna just have to accept that I'm gonna get, killed. I was gonna get poisoned. Which is not the end of the world. If I can just manage it. But Headless is barely hanging on. And I'm about to be dealing with two of these guys at once in a second. Okay. Hoping against the wall here jams him up a little bit. I think, again, I just eat the poison. Oh, okay, do I get it? I might have gotten it. That was a little filthy, but I might have gotten it. Let's see. I can't tell if it's like if you get the enemy felled, if it counts it. I didn't realize that. I guess the poison did what the rot does. Like even if it's building up, it's doing damage, and that's something I wasn't taking into account. But it looks like it gave it to me, and it is not pretty. But I will 1,000,000% take it. It was funny, I was talking, I mentioned like Matt and I are doing a different thing together, so we talk a lot on the side, and he was talking about, I guess he watched the Radon fight I did, and commenting about just how different our approaches were to the whole thing, and he's a better player than I am, so he went in there, summoned people, and then he mixed it up and got in the fight, and you saw me like my cowardly scramble around the edges to keep the summons going, and it was fun. And I think what I did is I lived up to the promise that if I can beat it, anyone can. Like, there's a way to do it so that even if you can't really fight Radahn, you can fight Radahn. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so it looks like, yeah, the graphics cards, like, I've turned off the FPS counter, but now I would have been curious to have it on for when. I also turned down the sharpening. There's some other settings that, what I was having what they call it driver timeout errors. And it was specifically happening in DaVinci Resolve. It wasn't happening when I was gaming. Like, I was playing a bunch more Remnant and co-op last night. And it was fine. But in DaVinci Resolve, scrubbing through the footage, you get a lot of driver timeout issues. And so I'm hoping I've tried some things, like I maybe didn't quite install the H.265 Windows plugin. Now I'm recording in AV1, so I've got that plugin installed. I upgraded to DaVinci Resolve 18.5 Beta, which is supposed to be a little bit better for Radeons and AV1 and everything. So I'm hoping the combination, and then I made sure to like turn on the fans because my card has like a 0 cooling window where it lets it run a little hotter, so it's quieter. So I'm trying a bunch of different things to see, like a shotgun splatter approach. One of them fixes it somehow. And this is the first time that I've, this is a trope in Souls games, get in a coffin, go somewhere. Dark Souls 1, it was Nito. I can't remember. Was it Nito? Yeah, that's how you can get into the Covenant of Nito. It's not necessarily how you fight Nito. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm hoping one of the things, and this is the first time I'm trying Elden Ring since doing all that. Now, I can't tell. I have everything set to max graphics-wise. I'm playing on the PC. I can't tell if I changed any settings. Oh, wow. Okay. I messed with driver versions. They have, like, professional drivers, just like GeForce does. Part of me thinks I should switch to that. Although it seems like you lose some of the adrenaline functionality. I don't know how important that is. So we are not we're not doing Nokron anymore, and I'm curious if we should go back, having unlocked this, and stay on target. Because again, part of what I was trying to do, and I sort of remember now, I sort of double checked where it was. I was getting that mimic tier. Now it's not letting me summon here. So you can get one off and then heal. So it looks like when he does the overhead slam. Okay, so I'm going to try and. So again, you sidestep to the left for the first one. So if he overhead slams here, I'm going to try a bubble. I think there's a pause there. When he overhead slams first, it's less so. So I think that's the pattern I never quite put together until late in that Scarlet Rot. So now I just broke my own rule. Or maybe it's any. Well, that series had 2. I don't know if we could follow up with a 3rd. Let's try it after this one. Like, is there a third that he brings to the table? Stuck in a rock here. Let's try it after that. Yeah. Maybe it's just any combo. All right. I think he was up here. So is there another side? That looks like a ball, like one of those beetles. Oh, ants. Okay, I thought they were gonna be Oh, that guy's got a armored skull. I thought they were gonna be they were the poison flowers from a distance. Oh, look at that. All right. Okay, so pretty plated armor there on their skulls, so I guess I'm gonna have to actually fight these guys and get around them a little bit. Not that the bubbles didn't do something. Also, again, I said, like, maybe I should not be doing this area. I should move on and stick to the script and tackle this when I'm ready. Because this is a separate side quest. You know, the woman who hugs you in the Round Table Hold. You know, this is sort of part of her thing. Yeah, that doesn't do anything on the back. But can I get around him to swing? Yep. Delay on the attack. Oh, it's building a poison. Interesting. All right, so there's two of these. I think I saw some items to pick up. I'm kind of curious. A, let me get my souls. B, do I just make a run for it? See what's there. And, because I think I can summon Torrent. It's Torrent the answer because he can get around quicker. So let's, is there anything over here? I thought I saw some... But if it's just that stuff, then who cares? So I don't remember what this area is called. I forget what it said when it popped up. But one of the things I like about this area is it gives me slight Ash Lake vibes. And I know, I mean, that's a stretch. I get it. But I love Ash Lake from Dark Souls 1. One of my favorite areas in all of Souls. Even though there's not much, you could argue there's not much going on. And this has that similar, you know, you're sort of deep in the world. And I don't know if I can... You're deep in the world and at the base of the world, you know, because again, the Erd Tree is very much part of this story. And so, like, Ash Lake is sort of this lake of what... I don't know what it actually is, but to me they look like giant tree trunks that are sort of the base of the world, and we're getting that vibe here. So I don't know if this is like the root system, because if you look at the map, you know, we're underneath. So is this the root system of the Great Erd Tree? You know, that's just how massive it is. So I like that idea. I don't know if we got the range for bubbles. Make sure there's no gap. Now, granted, like, they developed this into a more fleshed out area, and part of what I like about Ash Lake is how little is there. It's, you know, it's very serene, it's very quiet. These guys really don't seem to catch on to my presence very quickly. And when they do, they absolutely bathe me in crap. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Nokron and keep doing what we were doing. I think we went here. But even oh no, we got sidetracked here. I don't know if this covers the whole side passage. Like, was it to this effect? I think it was. I think we might have conquered what we need to do. From this area. I think we did it. I think we covered this part. So maybe maybe I'll look that up at some point. So maybe we go back to the Ancestral Woods. Now this bonfire I'm hoping is the one along the back edge. So if I want to get the Mimic tier, what I want to do is I want to go this way. So maybe let's do that. I don't know if it means we have to go. I don't know if we must come back here at some point, but let's go get that tier. That's the whole point. So as you can see, I think we're above the city, but not above a part that we were at before. And basically, I want to get that Mimic tier, but also I'm kind of sick of, you know, turning on torches to see the bridge light up kind of stuff, so... We'll get there eventually, but this could be a little bit more fun. I was about to say, can we make that jump? I don't think we can make that jump. So we got to figure out a way. Now, I think this is a little bit of a tough fight. Now, I've never done this fight with bubbles, but as you can see in the past, like, those things were just blobs. Now they're turning into mimics, just like the one we're after, or the one we fought. Did I miss? I did. Fantastic. Again, I love that singing. Maybe it's the same song as the other ones, the hags that cast poison, but again, very Tower of Latria, Dark Souls, Demon Souls vibe going on there, and I am here for that. I can get a bubble off before I get crossbowed. Okay, get that potion off. That was dumb luck. I wonder how hard that would have been if I actually straight up fought him. Like, I know the bubble sort of wiped him out, but I feel like I would have done pretty decent damage when I got the swings off, so maybe I could have just... What I was trying to do with the crossbow person when they got close, I was hoping they'd take a shot and I could try and counter off the crossbow bolt, but never quite happened. So again, I don't know how long this session's going to be. It looks like right now I've been doing about 20-something minutes. I got to run some stuff. Everybody's upstairs at the moment. Depends on how much I get without having to constantly pause, try and figure out how to cut around gaps because I have to step away, blah, blah, blah. So much easier when I can just play unfettered. So yeah, like you can... I wonder if we can bubble when it gets close like this. There we go. Black Wet Blade. I wonder what kind of... I wonder if that's sort of like the Black Flame spell that I have. I wonder if that's sort of an interesting option for Faith. Different type of damage type. Now, I thought you have to be sort of careful because I thought sometimes these puddles sort of like Terminator 2 into mimics, but maybe not. Let's open up this. And I think this is where this is the goal right here. Now, can we sneak up on this guy and get a backstab in? We can. Was that enough to... It was. Okay. It's kind of a cool outfit. And here we go. Very nice. I know we're getting distracted, but at least this Nokron is what we were actually trying to do, whereas the other area was a whole new area. So how do we... This is interesting. How do we get to that section? Hey, if you're not going to respect the bubbles, they're going to light you up. I love all the larval tears I'm getting here. I knew I had a bunch in my PlayStation 5 run. I just didn't know why, but I guess it's this area. Mimic tear, larval tears, it all feels like a good connection. let's see if I can level up, and then let's head back to the round table hold to level up the mimic tier and see what I can do after that. Do I have enough to level up? I'm hoping I do after everything I've been dealing with. I do not. Okay, let's pop a rune at least. Okay, that should do it. So I got faith all the way up to 40, which is like soft caps in my mind. Let's get strength up to 40, because even if I go to a magic build, it would be like dex intelligence or whatever, you know, who knows what we'll pick. But, you know, when I respec, I can have the points to spend. Right, round table hold. Might need a little spending money to get it up, so let's
Greetings. Are you here for speak? I can hear it from across
you know,
the wing.
I think
You should keep
there's
your
parts of that sewer area I did not do under the Capitol. Now that I'm thinking about it, because the guy that's in the other room that's red, you can deal with him, and I haven't. You can deal with him in the real world. I also never found the rest of the round table hold, the upper area, so I feel like there's things I've clearly missed. How much is this worth? Now, see, this tier is expensive though, so let's just go all in.
Greetings. Are you here for speak?
I am. Of course, now I have what I need to upgrade Headless, who's been so oh, no 5. Interesting. All right, so yeah, +5, +4. Interesting. Well, we'll still mess with it and see what happens, right? I think it's down here. I'm hoping this is the one I just opened. Cool. All right. Yeah, let's so you're going to see it's going to eat up my hit points, not my... Oh, it nearly kills me. Now it's going to be armed just like I am. Brass shield, same armor, same bubbles. It's got all my consumables. Now these might turn into people. He's going to be throwing stuff, you know. He's going to be blowing bubbles like a pro. So again, for people that really sort of can min-max a build... Oh, interesting. You can kill them before they transform. These are... The Mimic tier is their go-to. Oh, alright. Did I lose the... I couldn't tell if, like, once you go through the arch, is that it for the summoning and sort of makes you deal with that on your own? Which would be kind of funny if you think about it. Like, yeah, no, you got it summoned. Nope, the big boy's here, and oh, your backup's gone. You know, I talk a lot about the technical stuff of all of this. You know, I was going into my graphics card. I'm messing with a microphone that I've messed with. You know, I really like it, and I probably have mentioned it. It's a Lewitt 440 CT Pure. And it seems to be the safest option so far for when I record Black Lodge Trivia Night. So I've left it up for this. I don't think it quite does the same job as my dynamic mics. This is a condenser, rejecting background noise. And one thing I'm trying to figure out is it comes with like a really, really nice shock mount. And when you use that shock mount, it comes with this really classy, nice magnetic pop filter. The problem I'm having with the shock mount is that, and this is something I'm kind of curious with other people that record or stream. You know, I'm curious to talk to. I was going to ask Matt about this the other day because he's got a Rode NT1, which is a very tall microphone. But when you have to have it vertical for the shock mounts to work, and you absolutely need that for the Rode NT1, like, doesn't it mess up viewing your keyboard? And that's the thing I haven't been able to come to grips with, because when I have used this microphone in the past, I end up not using the shock mount, using just a standard kind of clip so that I could do it sideways and get it out of my eye lines. And so do people just, is this something you get used to where like you just sort of look around its base when you have a vertical mic and oh, nice. All right. Okay, that's going to get one of our helpers up to 10. So that's good. You know, did you just get used to it? Or is it like, I just haven't figured out the positioning while using this really nice shock mount. And it feels like it's half going to waste if I have to mount it sideways. Okay, so where are we? Are we back kind of at the beginning? Like, is it just a big loop that we were able to clear nicely? I wonder what that weapon was. I don't know where it would be. I'm kind of curious about, well, it's going to be much less damage than the bubbles, but I am kind of curious about it. I think that thing was a dagger, so it's probably at the top somewhere. Or maybe not. This one's pretty good because I think it does stuff with like fire. Yeah, I have no idea where that weapon is that we just picked up. Maybe it's not a weapon. Maybe it's a talisman of sorts. Oh well. All right, so well we did it. We got the tier and we completed that circle. Now up here you can see there's like wolves, but there's like sort of like that one of those really quick red wolves. I think we can summon for that, but I'm not 100% sure. I guess this is a good moment because the wolves are separated from... Or can we summon? That's, I'm assuming, but that might not be the case. Again, I don't actually care about dealing with this thing. Oh no, I can summon. Okay, let's well, I could summon over here at least. I don't know if... Again, that's the nice thing. Maybe there's a reason to kill that thing, but that's the nice thing about a second run. You've already... The first run I would have absolutely said, okay, now I need to kill this and figure this out. Second run I'm kind of like, if it happens, sure. You can definitely get over there. Is it off that rock outcrop? Yeah, maybe that outcropping. Let's see if I can get around it without dealing with these guys. Maybe we'll check out that lower level once we're done here. I think we can get up the wall over there and get up there. Maybe that helps us get across or something. I wonder if there's any reason, though, to stay on the wall here. I feel like something bad's going to happen down here, but let's get it over with, I guess. Oh, that's one we needed to get Mimic up to 5. Nice. I believe. Oh. All right, let's try this again. Oh my goodness. Classic. Where are we? Wait, are we not even close? It's interesting. This didn't even put us nearest... the nearest bonfire to where we died. It's interesting that there's no Stake of Marika closer. Since this guy's to our right, let's swing to the left and... I'm going to skip these because I think it's just refilling. All right, so I don't know what kind of equipment that is. It's interesting, but yeah, I don't know. It wasn't a helmet, it wasn't a talisman. And the question is, can I... Basically, can you explore the lower... Yes, you can, obviously, to some degree. That fight ended up going a lot easier than I guess I expected, but... But yeah, I'm very curious what that is. So I feel like I got the fire lit up here. I feel like we already checked out the jellyfish. They take us to that other area where we just explored, fought the boss, the twin gargoyle poison bosses. So I was about to say, is there a reason to be up here? There is. It's kind of interesting. Like, the city seems upside down in a way. And I think that's... Oh, nice. Is that... There we go. Greatly reduces. I like greatly. The upside down nature of this is important to something we're looking for the Ronnie quest. So... You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here. I'm going to go take care of some stuff and we'll finish exploring. Hopefully get the rest of the flames lit and pick it up there. Finish off this area. You know what? Before I do that, let's get Mimic up a little higher that we got the Ghost 5. Hopefully I've got enough runes to do that. And then we'll finish it up.
Greetings. Are you here for...
All right, so there we go. We got the Mimic tier, and we got it upgraded, and I think we're all set, so we'll pick this up next time. Thanks again. Bye-bye.